Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the show. This is Jenganjero. Now, today we have the Matchmaker show, and you understand the protocol here. Any other time we have a woman on board, the woman must be looking for a man. In the same way, when we have a man on board, that man must be looking for a woman. But because today we have a woman, I will tell you the kind of man she is looking for. But before then, if you're watching us for the first time, this is the Matchmaker show. We help men and women to get matches. And the moment they get the right ones, they meet their destinies. So you're not lost. If you're new to the show, subscribe, like the video, and don't forget to leave a comment. Also, the contacts of our guest will be on my Facebook page at Jenganjero. So you can follow Jenganjero and you'll be getting these updates in real time. Our guest on today's show is a 45-year-old nun. You see, a nun or a Catholic nun is what most people used to call sister. The opposite is a priest, the ones you used to call father. In ministry, especially in the Roman Catholic Church, nuns and priests don't get married. They subscribe to a life of celibacy. To be celibate is to be free of the opposite sex, meaning you don't get married, you don't get children, and you don't enjoy intimacy. Okay? So that person, Apostle Paul, wrote many gospel books. He sent letters to the church of Corinth. He sent letters to the church of Galatians, and he sent letters to First and Second Corinthians, the First and Second Thessalonians. He wrote books, even to the Roman Church. So that's why we have the book of Romans. Many of them. Let us know that the book that I have left that Apostle Paul wrote in the New Testament. In one of his letters, Paul told people who wanted to enter ministry that if you cannot be able to stay celibate, get married. Paul did not marry. Paul was celibate. He subscribed to a life of celibacy. Not all apostles are celibate. That is why bishops, pastors, priests, and prophets will have wives. Because it's not easy to live a celibate life. A celibate life does not mean that you will live without a husband or a wife. It means you're supposed to keep off matters of intimacy, or if you like, sex. Is it possible? Let us know in the comment section. Is it possible? Inawezekana. Maybe for people who have dedicated themselves for ministry. Maybe for people who have been very, very dedicated to the work of Christ, to ministry as celibates, like people who don't want to do marriage. And Paul realized that there were people who could not be able to bear with it, and they were going to burn with passion. And instead of that, he told them, you can just opt to get married and you'll still serve the Lord. Long story short, our story today is based on the nun we are having today who wants to get married because she regrets. This is not the very first. I think this is the fourth nun I'm bringing on the show because everybody is somebody on this show. The Matchmaker show is where men and women get paired for marriage. I do not know the contract she had with God and how long the contract was supposed to last for her to remain a nun. So my work is to match her. She's an adult. She's made up her mind. She's made a decision. And even if I don't match her, God will still match her with somebody else. Remember that saying that even if you don't sing for God, stones will. You cannot be choosing. The only reason why people cannot be matched on this show, why I cannot match people, is even if those people are of same-sex marriage, I cannot do that. If you're of the LGBTQ community, this is not your place. Out neja, dunga inje. If you are married and you want to, if you are married and you want to go behind your wife or husband's back and then stab them, you cannot get a chance here. Or if you have a criminal record, if we have justified reasons why you should not be matched, we cannot. But if the reasons are not justified, we cannot deny you a chance. So Agnes feels that it is her rightful time to get married because now She has wasted 25 years, she says. And if she knew at the age of 45, she's absolutely sure she's not going to get babies. That one, she's 100% sure. And she recently relocated from Europe. She was living in Italy and she's burning with passion. She says, it is not easy. It is not easy to live a celibate life. And instead of cheating, instead of falling from grace every other now and then, I have not confirmed whether she has fallen from grace already, but instead of falling from grace from time to time, it would be ideal if she gets a husband of her own. It would be ideal if she gets a match she can call husband. She's 100% sure that unless something like IVF is done, she cannot deliver normally. And owing to that, she has not closed the options for adoption. She would want somebody to call her mommy. She would want to be somebody who is somebody else's special. Are you in love, by the way? Are you looking forward to be in love? Have you ever been in love? Do you know what that means? That you will be somebody else's special. You will be somebody else's special. I told her, be yourself. Come here, you'll be posted. Your contact will be posted. Get in touch. Marry whoever you want. This is life. It is your own. Everybody will be judged individually as long as you're not breaking the codes. Even if a pastor wants to get married and they were not married in the past, can you deny them a chance? They have never been somebody's wife. They are not dropping the work of Christ. What they are saying, they are no longer comfortable living a lie. You know, part of living a lie is saying that you are satisfied when you are not satisfied. That is living a lie. One thing I said about myself is that I cannot live a lie. And I remember one time I was cancelled because people know that I love politics. Those who follow me know that I really love politics. And towards the run-up for 2022 general elections, I was supporting Baba and Uhuru Kenyatta, former president. And I was very vocal on my Facebook page. By then, I had another YouTube channel, and I was cancelled. I used to get a lot of invitations, come and speak here, come and speak here, come and speak here. A lot of invitations. And people cancelled me because I was not speaking the same tune. People are saying, oh, the candidate you have supported is the candidate of the devil. And I'm like, are we not living in a democratic country where everybody subscribes to a democratic responsibility? You can support anybody you want. If you wanted to support Wajakoya, you supported Wajakoya. If you wanted to support Mwaure, the bishop, you would have supported him. Those who supported President Ruto supported him. We supported Baba and Uhuru, they failed. People cancelled us. People who used to give us gigs, because we were not, you see, most of the people who were giving us gigs were supporting Ruto. Very many of them. They really cancelled us. They never gave us jobs again. Right now, they were inviting us because they realized we even saw ahead of time. We were better in our assessment, in our analysis than they were. Nobody really comes from heaven as a leader. You see, people and that fear of being cancelled, If I am a nun, that's I'm referring to her. If she is a nun and she comes out to say she wants a husband, people will condemn her. So people are inviting us even to churches. I'm a born again Christian. I am not ashamed of that. I went to church first service today. I left church today. But I never live in the fear of being cancelled. If you want to cancel me, cancel me. But whatever I want to speak, if that thing does not offend you, if that thing rubs you the wrong way, just feel rubbed. It's okay. That's why I'm telling people, if you are in corporate and you want to get married and you feel like people are going to antagonize the idea, your personal happiness comes first. I remember there was a time I was doing some political analysis and somebody is trying to cage me. Jenga, I know you for posting people. That is what people love. You don't care about what I love. You don't care about my passion. So people, you see how selfish that can be. Oh, stick to. You should not tell people what to stick to. You do. If you like this, watch what you like. You see, you cannot put a limit on people. The sky is the lower limit. Even the sky can never be the limit. Let people try. And that is one of the problems. When people are trying to do something, you don't support them. You don't support them. Like a nun like this one would want to live a better life, a happier life, because they're not happy in the first place. But you will see people, oh, sasa huyu sijui amefanya nini. Let people be. I saw somebody saying here, Jenga, if I was to advise you, you would only stick to matching people. You see, that person has already labeled me. Let people discover themselves. Let people explore. There is a lot of potential that can be tapped. Okay? Celebrate them. Try to support. You see, that is what you love. Do you care about what I love? You see? So, in as much as you're also looking for a match, your family members will come. They will be telling you. Your family members, they will be coming and telling you, oh, umeolewa na nani? Kama kuna mama mwingine, sijawahi cheka hivyo. Oh, nilicheka nikaketi chini. She took a very skinny guy. You know, skinny as in skinny. Hai. Hana, Mungu akubariki na akuonekanie. Mungu akuonekanie haki. She took a very skinny guy. And that guy, she took home. Watu walicheka, wakaanguka, wakamdhihaki. Hii ni nini umeleta? Hii utapikia saa ngapi? Haina afya. And you're speaking about a man. Imagine, she was so heartbroken. Were it not for my team, she would have dropped the guy. Sisi tulimketisha chini, namwambia usisikize, don't listen to people's ridicule. Is your brother going to marry you? Is your sister going to marry you? And you know, there are those brothers, ataenda akunywe ajifanye ni ulevi, akuja kusomee. Live your own life, eh? So please, I'm wishing her well. I hope she gets a good match. And from our desk, we can only hope that she gets a good match. Until then, this is Jenga Njeru. God bless you. Bye-bye.